TG Outdoor says yes. Wonderful movie.
So,
Dirty Div says the wife asked if I checked out the Harley shop while I was here. She must have forgot who she married. If I write it, I'll buy it. Wait, she was giving permission to buy one, I think.
oh, yeah, I think that sounded like to me too. That was permission. In other words, she wants you to buy one. That's what it sounds like to me. She wants you to buy one. But she probably wants you to buy it for her, not for you.
TV Carlo says at least one.
That was her hinting to buy it for her. That's what I'm hearing anyway.
Dirty Div says I'll just buy one too big for her and say sorry I didn't know what size you wrote.
There you go. That sounds like the plan right there. Come on. I think I had a little bit extra oil on that one.
D0C7 says better yet buy two, one for her and one for you. That way she can ride also.
I had told my wife years ago if she ever let me buy my chopper, then I would buy her a trike so she ain't got to worry about it flipping over. But if I do it, I want, the old school style chopper with the mid-8 hangers, extended fork. Takes a 4-lane highway to turn it around. All right, we are down at 320. There we go. That looks better to me. Rookie, forgot to clean out the injector.
Dirty Div says triple tree springer front end. Shovel head motor. I could see you rocking a chopper.
Yeah, most definitely. When I was growing up, my uncle had an old extended fork chopper, Triumph, and took me for a ride on it, and I fell in love. Oh, that's going to be cutting it real close. Let's do a quick little remelt while that's setting up. So basically what I'm looking for, if anybody's seen the movie Easy Rider, that's what I want. So do a quick little remelt, make sure we got enough. Like I said, don't want to have a failure shooting something like this here. Just like shooting a laminate, don't want a failure. Because then it comes waste. Almost there. Another 15 or 20 before we put it in the vac. That was 25. So get that in the vac. Get these lined up. This one's good to go. So there we go. I think I put a little bit too much oil again. So oil just helps you get that tail in the mold a lot easier. And I only use it with small tails like this. So if I was doing, say, the craw, where it's a a bigger piece you're putting in, I don't use it because I really don't need it. But when you're doing a small thin tail like this, it's needed. What's our temp at?
TG Outdoor says, gotta run. Have a great day, everyone.
You too, gamer. Appreciate you coming in. We're at 350. We should be all right.
D0C7 says you too.
Alright, so that was the last shot of the purple. I wonder if I've got enough time to do up these frogs. Let's see, I need the floating blend. This floating worm. Floating craw. You can see that ain't been used in a while. I see it's separated. You're gonna have to shake the crap out of it to get it mixed up. Which means a lot of bubbles. Loust, what's going on? How you been doing? I'm trying to see. I can still see some resin on the bottom. It's not recommended to shake the crap out of it like this. But we do have a vacuum chamber, so still got one spot. There, I think that's mixed up. This one's never been opened.
Carlo says I've thought about finding something to hook up to my drill to mix.
Yeah, they have ones for these small ones. This one's never even been opened before. I'm only going to go with half a cup. He wants a dark color. I thought I had an open floating craw down here. But I didn't see it, so but I do have one down there that's not labeled, so that could have been it. And the label just come off. but he wants a dark color. So I'm thinking maybe go with dark melon. There is the last run of the purple white. So we did get them completed, which was my worry. I wasn't going to get those done. Oh, that's already going into gel stage. So, can't vac it where it's at. So we'll have to just get it completely heated up before we vac it.
K9 Gizmo says good morning.
Good morning, Gizmo. Hey, did you see the picture I sent you in Discord? Wow, there's some major bubbles in that, but we did shake the hell out of it, so.
K9 Gizmo says I did.
What'd you think? That's not saying it's converted, but it feels awful damn thin. This might end up being a failure.
TD Carlos says quick Gizmo, launch the boat, we need somebody to raid.
Right?
K9 Gizmo says I like it.
Okay, cool. Well, I only did one of the first shot, and I did 3 of the pearl powder added to it. There we go. We're up to temp, but major bubbles because we shook the crap out of it.
K9 Gizmo says I am getting ready to go swim some swamp bottom baits, but won't be live until about 10 a.m.
Gotcha. Well, tight lines, bud, tight lines. All right, so let's grab out the dark melon. I gotta line these up too before I forget.
D0C7 says, well, sounds like Swamp needs to call into work so he can raid you at 10 LOL.
You will.
25 says I tried going fishing yesterday, and that was a challenge fighting wave fighting the wind.
You willing to give me my day's worth of pay? And I will.
D0C7 says we can make it back by making more worms a la mayo.
So it takes quite a bit to supplement a day's pay for me. Because I work 10-hour days. And the way our contract is set up, anything over 8 hours a day is time and a half. So For overtime, you don't have to wait until you hit 40 for the week. With a working 10-hour day, I get 8 hours regular time and 2 hours overtime automatically. That's the way our contract is set. I'm pushing the time limit.
D0C7 says that is nice.
Yeah. All right. So, get some dark melon in there. That's 15. Let's see where that's sitting at. Let's throw some black flake in there. You know what? Let's go with 2 sizes of flake. Let's go with the medium.
Carlos says I worked at a flour mill one summer. If you worked over during the week, they sent you home early on Friday. Wasn't the worst.
I hear you. So I'm going to go with that's not a lot, just a little to break it up. That's a 0.62. I went with an 1/8 of the 0.62. And I'm going to go with a little bit under an 1/8 of the 0.35. So the 0.62 is just to give it something a little bit more. Let's back that down one more time from adding the flake. And then we'll shoot it.
0C7 says, do you ever go back to watch your VOD to see how you made that color?
I have twice. And that's just because I don't remember sometimes on what I put in. Drop counts mainly. As far as the pigment and the flake, yeah, that's easy. It's how many drops I used. So with something simple like this here, it's not that hard to kind of hit it again. It's when you have like multiple different colors put into it. Like if I was using green pumpkin and emerald green or something like that to get the proportions right, knowing the drop counts. That's why I usually try to make notes when I'm doing it. Because I might start off and then add a few more drops. So I try to take notes if I'm doing something I'm trying to recreate a color, or if I am creating a new color. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think he's going to like that. All right, so that is the last shot. Alarm will be going off here in just a minute, not even a minute. So let's get these put up. Let's see, 6.2 goes on the bottom. that wiped off. Get that wiped off. So that looks, and there's the alarm. There's the alarm. That looks pretty good. He said a dark color. I like the two sizes of flake in there too. He told me, you know, just bring him one so he can figure out what size hook to use with it and what have you. But I told him, I said, man, I'll just do you up a bag. So he doesn't order a lot of stuff from me. He's the one who ordered those the opaque chartreuse lizards with the spots on the back. So mold was cold, so it should be good to go. So, there we go. I think that's going to work. I think that is going to work. Get these set out here to cure. Can we start looking for someone to raid? So,
TV Carlos says I only see Yankee. Open to others.
okay, anybody have a suggestion? So here's what we did. There's our frogs in the middle. There's our black with blue tail.
D0C7
Curl
says
tail.
Epic Voyages.
And our purple with white tail. Epic Voyages, what are they doing?
TV Carlos says shrimping.
Hey, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Let's do that. You know, we did raid
D0C7 says he's fishing for ponds in the UK.
all right, well, that sounds like a plan. Let's do that. Yeah, we raided Yankee yesterday, so let's share the love somewhere else. So I appreciate everybody coming in as usual. Appreciate the bits.
Carlos says ready.
All right, go ahead and send it. Y'all have a good one. Peace and tight lines, everybody.
D0C7 says okay, buddy.
All right, let's see.